All right. All right, so first and foremost, let's hear it for Bob, Nancy, Renee, Julie, Rick. Well, Rick we're going to get to later, but for the rest of them, let's give them a round of applause for putting everything together. The wedding shower, the rehearsal dinner, the ceremony, and this reception, everything is beautiful. And let's be honest, I wouldn't expect anything less from these two. So me and Eric have known each other for pretty much our entire lives. I did know him before he knew me. I am a little bit older. Along with being smarter, better looking, a little bit more athletic. But, that's just part of the things. I'm a little bit older by 1 month, 15 days. The hours I didn't actually count. We've pretty much done everything together. We played hockey for over 8 years. We played for a team that rarely lost. We obviously were the star players of the teams. There's no debate about that. We knew our roles on the bench. With all the talk through rough coaching and everything you've been hearing about professional sports nowadays, I must say we did deal with the toughest. He would call us names, he'd curse at us, say we would never amount to anything in our lives, and that we were worthless. Rick, why don't you go ahead and stand up and introduce yourself? I will say, this isn't written, but me and Rick were talking last night, and we got into a heated debate, and he said that was the most fun he had in his entire life. And I said that was the most fun that me and Eric had in our entire lives. So I think we can both agree to disagree that we did have a great upbringing, and you were a great father to Eric. So amongst playing hockey together, we ended up actually being in the same 6th grade class, which that's super weird. That's fun. I couldn't even believe that happened. We showed up to see what classes we had. We're in the same class. We thought it was a typo, but they were just as stupid as they look. So we both took private driving lessons. Me being a little bit older, I figured that I would be able to get my license before Eric. And that was pretty sweet, because I'd be a little bit cooler than him, People might like me a little bit more. But as it turned out, we started class at the same time, and you had to have your permit for a certain amount of time, as it was a certain amount of driving hours. And I ended up getting my license on September 19th, which is actually Eric's birthday. So, got screwed again. After high school, we both ran a trap house out of Bel Air Court. Rick and Julie were nice enough to where they thought they were kind of starting a new chapter in their life. They thought they were being smart, but we were a step ahead of you. They would leave for the Ozarks and stock that fridge, man. I think they actually cleaned all these out and just brought everything they could right in there for me and Eric. We threw parties there for probably a good 2 years, 3 years, every weekend, if not every day. Thanks, Rick. There was one time where Brittany, poor Brittany, Brittany was way cooler than us too, not to mention. So Brittany tries to have a party there one night, and Eric wasn't having it. I don't know. Were we just kind of like pissed that we couldn't have a party, or I don't know what it was. But we went to go, regulate, make sure everything was okay. We were clearly smart. We were professionals. And that was the first time that I found out that Eric knows how to use a golf club. There were a couple of kids that didn't agree that we were supposed to be there, and we did chase them out of the cul-de-sac with some golf clubs. And that was actually when I realized that Eric could hit cars with golf clubs better than he could actually hit a golf ball. So I don't know who's out there. I know he golfs a lot with the guys he works with. And I don't know who's been, who's shared the pleasure of golfing with Eric. But he's got one rule when he plays for money. and that is you can take unlimited tee shots. So you can take that for what it's worth. He'll never hit a good one, so you might as well just say okay with it and just, take your good shot. One of our most recent journeys was living together, which, usually roommates don't end up being best mans. So, that just shows how good our friendship is. We've always been there for each other. Whether it was me telling him not to do something stupid, or mainly him telling me not to do something stupid. The kid's got the patience, I haven't seen it second to none. Which is why he's here with, no offense, Diana. Getting married to Diana. So there was a little misconception I had as far as up at the altar with Louie, which did a great job. Louie did a great job. We just get around the applause. So, he was all right about Nitty and Vicky, hooking these two up. But there was one slight misjudgment at the beginning, is that growing up in high school, everybody called me Eric and everybody called him Mike, and it happened. Whatever, it's fine. But Diana had originally thought that she was getting set up with me and not Eric. So. So, that made for an awkward first date. I think Eric picking the right song was a shot in the right direction there. But, just imagine how excited she was. Every girl, when we went to high school together, had a crush on Mike Melbourne. And she had a shot at with him. That's crazy. So she was let down, but, however, Eric's not a slouch. Eric's not bad. He's alright. But no, in all seriousness, these two are the hardest worker. We talked about Diana and her career in college. This kid has literally built himself from the ground up, and he is the hardest worker I've ever met in my life. We had the pleasure He's super creative. It's just the things that they mentioned earlier, the things that he does with his house is, I don't even know where they come from. The kid's just, he's talented. Diana, I also had the pleasure of growing up with you in high school. You were always so smart, you were a talented soccer player. Went off to college, graduated. Your sister mentioned how well you did with your career. I just don't know at what point you thought this was a good decision. But it's okay. Eric's got great benefits. He's got health insurance. He's got dental. Yeah. But no, in all seriousness, they really are a great match. I can't speak for now, but when we were living together, you guys, you had a relationship that I was truly envious of, and I looked for it in my counterpart. And to this day, I always envy what you guys have. I was pretty nervous coming up here, but you guys are traveling. You guys are traveling a lot. Hopefully me and Maggie can travel with you guys a lot as well. Not too much. But and hopefully, our kids can grow old together too, and we can bench them just like our fathers benched us, and they can go on to win championships. Well, let's take a toast. Let's raise our glasses. This is the beginning of the end. And let's have a great New Year's, guys. To the 2020 and this